Just the size of these frickin' boulders, dude. Today like today. Look out! Good afternoon and welcome to Cool Outdoors. I'm your host, Brandon Scott, and with me is Sabrina. We are in the Kona portion of the Big Island today, continuing our bouncing around to National Historic Parks. We were at City of Refuge. I'll put the actual Hawaiian name down below. I just can't remember because I'm trying to remember how to pronounce this correctly. Wasn't going to take any video there. We did go snorkeling across the bay at Two-Step Beach. I'll post that video right there. So now we're walking into Honokōhau National Historic Park, going out to the IPO fish trap and then the Honokōhau Bay Beach, which is supposed to be a pretty sandy beach, and there should be some turtles in the water. And resume. Anywho, as I was saying, it's supposed to be a short little walk over to IPO fish trap.
Move that from the map, sorry.
That's fine, it's whatever. There's a map up here. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, I'll obviously put the correct spelling. I mean, the easy and the hard thing with Hawaiian is it's all phonetic. So you see a vowel, you see a consonant, you pronounce it. The problem is they only use like 15 letters, so it's like everything's super patterned and it's kind of hard to keep up with sometimes. The app, park brochure. Let's see here if there's any. Oh yeah, it's stuffed. I'm just gonna look at it real quick and I'll put it back. I'm gonna make sure I'm going to the spot I think I'm going. IOPO, yeah, IOPO fish trap. So we parked down there, we're going there. I'm gonna go walk along Honokōhau Beach, find ourselves a nice spot, and go for a swim, and maybe harass a turtle or two.
Hopefully.
Just kidding, not really, you're not supposed to harass the turtles. But if we find any turtles, I'm not gonna like avoid them at all costs. If they happen to swim up to me, then sweet. But I'm not just gonna go up to like, hey, it's a pretty turtle, pet one. No. But this should be another one of the handful of beaches on the Big Island that is pretty good to see sea turtles. So hopefully we will. So everything in front of us is National Park. There's a public boat launch back there, and the significance of this is there is a couple of fish traps and a fish pond and some ruins and such. As you can tell, this is the deserty part of the island. There is Hualapai, and back there with a little itty bit of snow on it is Mauna Loa. So deserty area. The native Hawaiians would create fish trap, fish ponds, and other ponds to try and collect the water and create calm areas where the fish would want to hang out, because there's a lot of times the main weather maker for most of the islands is what's called a Kona low, and being that we're on the Kona side of the Big Island, it's where it comes sweeping in, and so you'll get really big thunder, lightning, rain, storms coming swooshing in. So you got to create sheltered areas for the fish to hang out if you want to have consistent fish resource and consistent water to grab. And so this being an area of really good concentration of fish traps and fish ponds and other retaining walls and ruins and such, it of course got the designation. It was only like in the late 90s and early 2000s, and they had to reconstruct the fish ponds and fish traps to it because, you know, they've been abandoned for couple hundred years, so it had to get worked on. But they did, and now they're in really good shape. At some point we will go over to the main Koloko fish pond, which will be that direction years from now, and when we do, I will post that right there. Otherwise, we're gonna go walk through this bit of trees and onto the beach. Still wet under here in the trees from the rainstorm that came in on Thursday, and it is Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So national holiday means you get in for free to any parks or such like that. Not that this particular historic park was big enough to collect an entrance fee, but like Hawaii volcanoes and City Refuge and other such would. So here is the beach. The fish trap is over there, and we're gonna go walk along that direction a ways eventually and go find ourselves some beach. But that's the fish trap over there. That lagoon in there is the fish trap. So we'll go look at that real quick. Eventually we'll go that way to the sandy beach over there. I'm just gonna go look at this real quick. Yeah. I think there's a turtle over here. So yeah, popular place. It is also a holiday, so nobody's at work. Fish trap is over there. Fish pond and such is way down there. We're gonna go over to that sandy beach. If you want, you can walk along the rocks, but I don't. Oh, there's one sitting right there on the rock, sunning himself.
Where?
Right there. There. The pale spot on the dark green
Jesus
rock.
criminy.
There's another one over here. There's a bunch of them. We'll go down.
I see a bunch of them.
Yeah. So we won't go harass him because he's right next to everybody else. We'll go down here a little ways and go. I'll go step out and go look at one. Scout out the rock so Munchkin maybe be able to come out there too. Huh, Munchkin? I'm just getting a picture right now, but I see one there and I can see like 3 or 4 down there where those other people are. No, not right now, no. Getting nice and warm. And the guy at the visitor station at the main portion of the historic park were saying these are all just 150-pound-ish teenaged turtles. These are green sea turtles, aka yeah, because you know, sea turtles live to being more than 100 years old. Yeah, so these are green sea turtles, aka Honu, and they hold a very high place in Hawaiian society. As such, you are asked to not get any closer than 20 feet on land, and if you can avoid it, 10 feet in the water. There's another one hanging out right there, but there's 3 or 4 over here that we'll go get fairly close to. Keep walking to these next ones. But yeah, there's good. I mean, you can obviously go swimming out there, but rocks, so no. I'm just gonna walk along here. As you can see, water draining down so most afternoons, a lot of afternoons, clouds will build and hit Hualapai and Mauna Loa and rain up top in the rainforest up at elevation at like 4,000 feet up. And then water will seep into the lava rock and then come out lower on the mountainside as springs, and that's where they'd get most of their fresh water for living out in the desert area. And then you'd have the fish ponds, which would catch ocean water and fresh water, making brackish water, which would make the best feeding habitat for all the fish they'd want to eat. And it also would give them like a sort of marina type deal if they wanted to also. Oh yeah, there's like 4 of them sitting there, so we'll go see them. We won't get super close to them, obviously, but we'll get close enough to where you can see them good on the GoPro. No idea what much one's doing. She's still back there looking at that one. So I'm just gonna start angling my way over here to go see them. Not get super close to them, but yeah, there's 3 of them just snoozing. Right next to the edge of this pond.
Are they asleep?
Oh yeah, they're out. Sound asleep.
Is this 20 feet?
And this is like 30 feet. You can get closer. I was going to once some of these other people walked away just for a couple of seconds. Phone should be good enough now that fuzziness won't really matter. I'm just trying to decide how close I want to get to them. So obviously the green rock is going to be slippery. It's not too bad. There we go. That's better. Chunka chunks. Chunka chunks. Mm-hmm.
Ooh. They're sagged out.
Oh yeah, they're coquant. Except that's not, that's still plenty of them.
It looks so different when they're dry.
Mm-hmm. Do you want a selfie? I think there's another. No, that's probably just a rock.
That's a big ice station.
Did you want a schmelfie?
I think it's healthy.
Could drop your shorts too.
No.
You see the other one snoozing over there?
Oh, yeah. You have to pass. He's smart. You have to pass by him before you get to him. So therefore, no one's going to be next to him because people can't get close to him.
You ready to keep walking?
Mm-hmm.
Back onto the beach we go. And I'm just gonna walk on the rock. I enjoy walking on the rock. It's easier than walking on the beach, especially when the rock is dry and there's a better chance of seeing wildlife. So there's another one, 2 of them, just completely plonked out. I'm gonna see if I can go get on this spit and get a decently better view of them. Again, staying 20 feet away, especially as long as you don't wake them. And there's some fish hanging out in the pond here. No idea what they are. They might be flying fish. I don't think so though. Come over here and go look at these two. Make sure there's nobody else I'm gonna spook up on. Oh, there's a couple of good ones over, more good ones over here. Making sure I don't spook anybody else. Hopefully the sun glare ain't too bad. Haven't seen any crabs yet. It's kind of interesting. We're just clonked out. One turtle there. And one turtle there. I didn't need it till we came around. Are we? We might not be fully asleep yet. We're still wet, we look like.
That one's out.
Oh yeah, we're zonked. Much like when we went to Yellowstone last year, someone was having a bit of a conniption fit because she didn't see buffalo in the first 20 minutes of being in the park. Same thing this time. Come to Hawaii and she only saw 2 turtles in the first 2 days. Well, now she's up to a dozen turtles, so hopefully she's happy now. Turn and smile. Hey, I'm talking to you. Burb. Look, a normal looking sandpiper. I didn't think those existed in Hawaii. Crab. Crab. Tiny crab, not worth chasing. I was going to chase a crab, but it was too small. No, the crab. Chase crab is good. Hop. Turtle snoozing on the rock over here. The last of our turtles and the last of our shade. Methinks that's going to be the last of your turtles and the last of your shade. So, when we come back, I might set up the tripod and shoot them snoozing turtles. But we can go hang out here in the sun and go for a little swim. Don't think any snorkeling will be happening, but nonetheless, we'll go find ourselves a spot and go for a swim. And if I take the camera with, I'll post that right there. And if not, oh well. Alright, so I sat here shooting a long exposure of these turtles. I'll post that right there. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3. And then that right there is another one. He's the only one awake eating. The other 3 are just hanging out. So yeah, we'll head back and go get out and go over there. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you enjoyed the video, if you didn't enjoy the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. I'm not going to discourage you from doing that. Either way, please write a comment down below why you did or did not enjoy the content so I can make it better for next time. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it without any holding device. I took it off the tripod and such, and I didn't want to put it on anything else, so if the camera works a little shoddy for this part, I'm sorry. Otherwise, tomorrow we're heading north to go do a little hike in the forested canyon to a beach on the north end of the island, and then go to the other National Historic Site up there in something Heiau, and then go to one more beach And that'll be pretty much it for the Big Island. And then we'll be flying into Oahu the next day for 3 days. Thank you for joining us. Aloha and ciao. Now I'll watch Munchkin walk on rock until the battery dies.
Huh?
Nothing. Just keep walking, you beautiful thing, you. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, algae, I mean, algae's not super slippery. It's a little slippery. You're not gonna kill it. It's grass. It's seagrass. It's a little squishy, yes, but it'll grow quickly.
No, I don't want to kill it by squishing it.
The turtles sit here and nom nom on it all day, every day. I don't think you'll kill it. I'm just gonna let this... You're fine. See if I can catch anything in the tide pool before they all run away. All the fishes run. Oh no. Run, fishies, run! Run, fishies, run! All kinds of little tropical fish. Looks like bennies and sergeant fish. Huh. The other turtles that were out here must have gone. Oh no, he's still in there. He's about to get wet.
Yeah.
Or he's getting wet, I should say.
He's working on it.
Mm-hmm. So the fish trap is in there. That lagoon